my name is Brad Ross, and my musical act is called Rock the Piano. Rock the Piano is a blend of classical masterpieces, transcription of popular rock songs, and my own compositions. I've been playing piano since I was 8 years old, and I started to really want to create my own music when I was a late teenager. I played in some jazz bands through school and through the city, and I also played in jazz bands when I went to college. But I really have always wanted to play classical music. I started wanting to write when I was about 23, and that fleshed itself out when I started working at a ballet school. I would have to write songs that maybe sound like you were stuck in peanut butter, or were swimming in milk, or riding a spaceship. So my imagination was free to rein, and I also threw in some rock songs. I hope the kids might recognize some Rolling Stones or the Beatles. After I got used to writing my own transcriptions, I'm like, you know what? I want to write a piano sonata. So I wrote a piano sonata. And since then, I've really been focused on my Rock the Piano brand of not very long songs that are accessible to people who are not necessarily classical music fans, and accessible to people who love to play the piano. I write these things out hoping that one day somebody will play my songs. Energy is dedicated to when I worked at the ballet school and the pitter-patter of the very energetic dancers. Exquisite is dedicated to my wife. It was a present for her first birthday when we were together. Giddy Up, I dedicate that one to my glorious commute to and from work on the 401 series highways. The sudden stopping, the accelerating, the fun that entails. And a couple of my other works are very personal, but they don't really have a story. I think my style is very accessible to people because people like to hear tunes that are easy to memorize. They like to hear grooves, and they like to hear drama. My songs are memorable, and they're uniquely Canadian style, like me. I plan to highlight other Canadian composers throughout the baby boomer generation. My parents are baby boomers, and their generation grew up in a uniquely Canadian environment, and it shaped the world, the technology around the world, the culture, our policy. As a country, the baby boomer generation might be the most important generation there is here, and I think I should highlight music throughout the country that celebrates that generation, as well as my own music and some rock songs and some really cool classical music. I've got a really varied program, and I can't wait to share it with Canada. So I hope to hear from you. See ya.